And don't forget, I've got my first 900 gallon at the Newport. That's one of 5 tanks I'm doing at the Newport. So come see me up in Covington, Kentucky. Tuesday I start the hardscape, Wednesday I do the softscape, and Friday I hang out with you all.
I don't believe these hoses are gonna work.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't believe these hoses are gonna work.
What's up, fish tank people? FishTankTV.com, DustinsFishTanks.com, bringing it to you on a Greenhouse Saga Sunday. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. In last week's video, we showed you how we finally got the greenhouse on the property, but the greenhouse on the property doesn't mean you can build it until you get a building permit. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about a $3,300 punch in the face, how I had to make a dude redo 1, 2, 3, 4 big things, and how I finally was able to get my building permit on Greenhouse 2.0. I don't know, you think I should fire my makeup guy? What do you think? But first, I just want to do a quick reminder of the timetable and how slowly things have gone for me with this new greenhouse. It was around this time last year when I was working diligently on Greenhouse 2.0, thinking I could possibly be moved in by the end of the year. It was around this time when I realized, in fact, it was almost exactly this time when I realized that I needed to get some sort of a conditional use. And it was a heads up play by my real estate agent, Chad Helm, to go and get an addendum to my contract with the seller on 2.0 to make sure that if I could not run my business out of it, the contract would be null and void. I could have been stuck with 2.0 and not been able to run my business out of it. Imagine that. Okay, so by now you obviously all know how Greenhouse 2.0 turned out or didn't turn out at all. And there's a couple of life lessons here that I just want to unpack real quick for you all. First, you are going to get punched in the face, just like your boy Dusty did. You're gonna get smacked in the face. Life is gonna come and life is gonna punch you in the mouth. It's not about how you get punched in the mouth, it's how you get up after you get punched in the mouth. I'm kind of proud to say that it's been 365 days and I've already kind of pivoted and working on my own very first new construction greenhouse. 180-degree pivot from what I was planning on doing last year. You have to be willing to fail, and if you aren't willing to fail, you're probably not trying hard enough. And when you do fail, and you will throw 3 interceptions in the first half, but none in the second, and throw for 300 some yards and no sacks like my man Baker Mayfield, you get momentum. Let's talk about a little bit of momentum for a change, shall we? I do want to make a quick note on why I'm not using a general contractor and willing to take the punches in the mouth on this. I know people were like, why didn't you get a general contractor? Well, there's 3 reasons why I didn't hire a general contractor. First, I actually tried. I had a number of people that I was trying to get quotes from. None of them even had any time of day to talk to me back in the spring when this was going on. Second, not one of them had ever remotely even come close to building anything like a greenhouse before. This isn't exactly a kitchen or a bathroom remodel here. They're building my dream. And number 3, while it's taking a little bit more time than I would like for it to, I'm willing to take the lumps, bumps, setbacks, and delays, and the cost of tuition, you will, of GCing my own first greenhouse on Greenhouse 2.0, because that's only gonna make me better when I build 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, etc., and anything down the line in life. When I was 16 years old, I used to work on cars all the time. I know the ins and outs of a car engine fairly well. I rebuilt my own timing belt on an old 86 E30 BMW that I love dearly. Now look, I don't work on my own cars today, but I'm never getting screwed when I go to a car dealership and somebody says, oh, it's gonna be this, this, and this. You can see the links around here when I had the bad day. I knew exactly what the problem was with my beautiful Toyota Sienna minivan before I even took it into the dealership, okay? These lessons are value. I'm building value here. I'm learning stuff, and it's only gonna serve me more in the future. Now let's talk about how I actually got my own first building permit. Okay, so the greenhouse is delivered to the property, and a couple weeks before that, actually, the building was delivered to the property as well. I actually had to pay another $500 here and $500 there to get some twos laid down. I didn't know what twos were until I started new construction. But I got twos laid down, I got the greenhouse on the property, I got the building on the property, but your boy Dusty has no building permit. Well, what has to happen for me to get a building permit? I have to have engineered prints of the greenhouse. Check, had that since 2.0, knew that was going down, no problem. I have to get engineered prints on the building. Not sure why this is an issue, but I'm relying on the builder to give me engineered prints. For that, I also have to get the foundation. We talked about that last week. And in the final hour, the builders of my wonderful pole barn come through with stamped engineer prints. So I hit up Mike, who's helpful, and he's the building inspector in Jessamine County, and he's like, yeah, man, you also have to submit a floor plan of where your heating, electric, and bathroom are gonna go, as well as how you understand the ANSI codes for your handicap restroom. Talk about things I've never done before. So you know how you can tell when somebody doesn't know what they're talking about when they ask you to like repeat it or they don't pronounce something right? That's me when I ask him to like repeat what he's talking about with the ANSI codes. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but I had to submit how the bathroom, handrails, and handicap access are gonna be in Greenhouse 2.0. I had no idea handrails in the bathroom are that important. I'm checking them out left and right nowadays. Check out the floor plan that I submitted and successfully got a building permit with. So I get everything submitted to the building inspector and he issues me a building permit, my first building permit. You know how not excited my wife, family, children are about me getting my first building permit? I had to bottle it all up and be all excited about it. So I call down to the planning and zoning and I say, hey, what do I need to do to get this building permit? And I get Jennifer on the phone. She's like, well, you gotta pay $100 for your parking lot. I'm like, all right, cool, $100, no problem. You gotta pay $100 for the grading. All right, I understand that. Cool, grading. Water's gotta come off the property. And you gotta pay $700 for the commercial building permit. All right, I got that. Cool. Not $900, like, cool. And you also have to pay the $3,335 incentive fee. I'll say that again. The $3,335 incentive fee. Jennifer, can I put you on hold real quick while I wipe the poop out of my pants, please? Okay, incentive fee. What is my incentive for paying this? I seriously feel like the $3,300 incentive fee is leaving my bank account and going directly into someone I don't know's pocket. Okay, so I'm like kind of blown away. It's $3,300, you know, all right. So I asked him, I'm like, I need something. My accountant says, I need something that explains to me what this incentive fee is for. Okay, like what is the incentive fee for? Thank God they were actually able to provide some sort of a document of what this was for. It's the city of Nicholasville is to annex part of this into city limits. There's a 8.52 acre tract of land, basically where I'm building. They're gonna bring that into the city limits, which is a good thing for me, and there's certain financial effects upon the city. But basically you gotta pay $5 grand per acre. I'm developing 0.66 acres. There's your $3,300 and some dollars. The second to last word here, it says, a building permit shall be issued upon the payment of said prorated incentive fees that they like to develop here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I guess it was legit. Nonetheless, knock the poop out of my pants. Dusty pays the fee. Dusty gets a building permit. It's time to build a greenhouse. Okay, so now it's time to build something with the greenhouse. Hallelujah. Only been waiting a year for this. So here's the fun part. We have to talk about the foundation of the actual greenhouse. Here's the foundation of the actual building right here. This is good to go. No foundation design needs to be done. This has been stamped. This is approved. Now, the greenhouse itself did not come with engineered prints for the foundation. We've got the structure, but we need the foundation. This is where it gets crazy. This is where my man Mo took it to me. Here's how it works. The greenhouse is 35.5 feet long by 35.5 feet long. It's a square. Greenhouse 3.0 over here in the future will be another 35 by 35. But for today, we're talking about this. We're gonna go right here. We have to do 3-foot diameter holes that are 5 feet deep. Oh my lordy. And we gotta do one of them every 12 feet. So 3-foot diameter holes, 5 feet deep, filled with concrete. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I think I got screwed because it's over-engineered, but you know what? They're giant, they're massive, and we gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these monster holes, reinforced with rebar, I don't know how you say it, but I know it costs a lot of money. Basically, each one of these holes cost me $1,000 constructed. Again, 8 holes, $1,000 each hole. Now we're rolling. I feel really good about the situation. These guys have everything marked. Everything that you do has to be done with engineered prints. This is how it rolls. Start at the top. I was freaking out about the final floor elevation right there. It's an orange mark you can kind of see right there. It's over here. So I'm actually gonna be up on grade. I'm feeling real good about that. These dudes know what they're doing. They're digging this out. So we got 1, 2, 3 of these going over to the tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's digging out 4 of those. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. And he's measuring them out. And they're putting these big old cages down in there. By golly, Dusty might actually have a structure soon. Any of you engineers out there think they're just slightly over-engineering the piers for Greenhouse 2.0? Do me a favor, drop me a note in the comments on what you think about these massive piers going in. Four on that side, there's gonna be 4 on that side. He's got work to do. The inspector comes tomorrow. Those 4 get finished, those 4 get finished. The inspector comes out here, he looks at the plan before we pour and he says, okay, these are at the depth, these are at the height, you guys can pour. Then he starts pouring the foundation, so that's part of it. Now what's tight about this is you got those 8 here and those 8 there. When you have that, that's gonna like, we're gonna take that all, those are in there, the greenhouse is gonna get built, okay? So the greenhouse will be built over all these rocks and everything. So I've got the shell built.
Hoses are gonna work.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't believe these hoses are gonna work.
How's that?
Well, I got 35 foot 6 inches and these are like 38 foot.
And within 10 minutes of the building inspector coming and saying the holes are good, we have to remeasure this because these are all in line and all good. But over here, the greenhouse is 35.5 feet. We start from there. That's the center. We go over here.
35,
30, there's 36. So the pillar would
he
be
cut me a foot.
right here.
He cut me a foot.
Cut you a foot?
Yeah. So that's pretty close, right?
So ideally this would be here. So that won't work. And that. How many are we gonna redo? 2? So this one will work.
Yeah, that one will work.
Saga continues. There's the yin and the yang, the good and the bad. It's never all just great. There's always something up and down. Well, here's the up is this. The building inspector comes, looks, takes 2 seconds, look at the holes, like, yeah, you're good, no problem. Loving that. Then, guy Eric's out there, he's measuring the distance in the holes. 3 foot by 5.5 foot deep holes that we're putting down in there. We use sonotubes, get them in there. Sonotubes ain't cheap. Dude's out here doing it. I measured the holes myself for the tying it off or whatever for the first wave. They went, they marked them, they did it on Monday, yesterday. They were out here doing it. And they put the holes in the wrong size, okay? These are giant 3 foot diameter holes, but they're somehow still like way a foot off center and will not work. I had the prints with the guy. Here's the prints. Like, there they are. That's the prints. This is like left with him. This was in his vehicle. So he knew how far it needed to be apart. And it's not done. I'm making them redo 3 out of 8 of them. He wanted to like shift the whole building back. I told him no, because I would save on 1. I said, move them back. So we're picking them up, getting rid of 3. I told him, I said, no, it ain't happening. We're getting rid of 3 out of the 8 of them have to be redone. Now I'm not coming off on that either. They wanted to scoot the greenhouse back 6 inches and make it, then I got these ugly piers out of whack. No, we're doing it right. Redo it.